What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. All right, check it out, man. You know, it's really funny when you look at Hollywood and you look at mainstream media, how a lot of these clowns are able to get out there, say whatever it is that they want to say. They can spew all sorts of hatred and nothing ever happens to them. All right. Nothing ever happens to them. Gina Carano comes out and says, hey, don't hate your neighbors. Don't get mad at your neighbors. Stop this neighbor versus neighbor stuff, because that's exactly the kind of thing that leads to badder and worse things down the road. All right. She comes out and says that, and she gets canceled. She loses her job, her career, and everything else. Right. Meanwhile, you got guys like Jack Black out here. This is on That Park Place, as y'all can see. Shout out to John F. Trent. After assassination attempt on Donald Trump's life, Jack Black's Tenacious D wishes don't miss Trump next time. And look, and nobody's going to get canceled. Nobody's going to lose a job. He's going to be just fine. Nobody's going to condemn this except, you know, folks like myself who are like, what are you talking about? This is absolutely disgusting right here. And this is exactly the kind of rhetoric that keeps and fuels people to do what happened on Saturday. That's exactly how this stuff goes down, because you got jokers like this. All right. That honestly is just living in his own world, living in a bubble, doesn't see like how this will affect the larger world. Can you imagine what would be going down in this country right now if that bullet hit its target? Can you all imagine that? Can you imagine how crazy things might be right now? But see, Jack Black lives in a bubble. He's a Hollywood type. He's an entertainer. He has security. He has mansions. He can go up in his gated community. He's good. Everybody else would be dealing with the bullshit. It's like when the Summer of Love, remember all the riots that was going on? And you had some, media type, I can't remember, I think it was a basketball player or something, was saying, oh yeah, go and get them, rioters, go and get them, burn everything down, let it all burn. But then when it got close to his neighborhood, wait, not over here. You remember that? It's the same nonsense here. They like to run their mouths, but they ain't going to be there when the shit hits the fan. They're going to retreat to their gated community and they're going to be chilling over there. This type of talk is just reckless, man. I don't get it. And these people would say they're the good guys. All right. These are the good guys. It's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. So following an assassination attempt on Donald Trump, Jack Black's Tenacious D wished don't miss Trump next time. So that's his little band or whatever. Tenacious D. Right. That's his little band. Yeah. Let me go ahead and just jump right to the right to the tweet. Here it is. Happy birthday to you. Don't miss Trump next time. Thank you. Yeah, so apparently this was at the Spicy Meatball Tour in Sydney, Australia. They were celebrating the birthday of member Kyle Gass with Black singing happy birthday and a birthday cake being delivered by a man in a robot costume. Black then informs Gass to make a wish. Gass then states, don't miss Trump next time. Much of the crowd begins laughing and chuckling. The video concludes with him saying thank you. Like this guy says, these people are sick and want you dead. That's pretty much what it is. They want you dead, okay? They do not like you. All of this nonsense about unity. We're the unity party. We believe in unifying people. No, you don't. The only way they want to unify is get rid of everybody that doesn't agree with them. And then everybody will be united, right? That's how this nonsense works. Less than a month ago, Black endorsed President Joe Biden, saying, when democracy is at stake, Jack Black answers the call. Mr. President, you're welcome. See, this type of stuff right here, this type of nonsense when they're saying democracy is at stake, democracy is on the ballot, as if to indicate, yo, if you don't vote our way, you won't have a country, you won't have a democracy on the other side of the election. That's basically what they're saying. And it's just like, wait, where's this coming from? Okay. You think this guy is just going to tear up the entire Constitution and nobody's going to do anything about it? I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous. No, democracy is not at stake. But this is the kind of nonsense that these people have been pushing. Look, Jack Black, back in 2022, he spoke to The Hill discussing the then upcoming midterm elections. He told the outlet, it feels like it's going to be the end of the world if we don't all get on board and vote. Do you hear this? The end of the world. They use these grandiose statements. And see, again, we hear that nonsense and we see it as the hyperbolic nonsense that it is. But there are people out there who don't have that, in their head. And they're like, oh, well, shit, man, if we don't take this guy down, it might be over. That's the nonsense that they putting out there in the world. And then you wonder why stuff like that happens. This is utterly unbelievable, man. And yet nothing will ever happen to these clowns. All right. Nothing will ever happen. They will continue to march on their path. They'll continue to make money. They won't be canceled. All right. They won't be canceled. They won't be canceled by the people that rock with them that should be like, hey, don't be saying this type of stuff. We don't want this type of rhetoric out there. Joe Biden just called for an end to the rhetoric. And yet here's the more rhetoric from his supporters, his believers. This is what they believe. And then you wonder why. I wonder why all this stuff is happening. I wonder. It's just crazy, man. It's just absolutely crazy. But look, I'm not sitting up here trying to say that one side has the moral high ground or another. All right. All I'm saying is, okay, look, if you want to get out there and play these games, shouldn't he get fired? Shouldn't Jack Black and Tenacious D just say, hey, you know what? All these concert halls or whatever. Hey, we're not allowing you in here. We don't like the rhetoric that you're putting out there in regards to the president and what happened to him, the attempt on his life. We don't like that. So you're canceled. We're not going to hold any more concerts for you. You're going to have to play, wherever you can find room, but we won't be doing it. All of these halls, all of these convention centers, wherever this guy goes, but it's not going to happen. And you know why it's not going to happen? Because they all rock with it. They believe that shit is fine when it happens to the other side. If it happened to their side, if somebody did this with Biden, and then there was some right-wing person or whatever came out and made some jokes or said something like this, oh, you best believe that person would be canceled right off the map. No question at all about it. They would be completely condemned. Everybody would be coming out against it. There would be news stories all over the place about it. Nobody's even talking about this. The mainstream media has completely just, I don't know what's going on. They're not discussing this. This would be front page news on a Hollywood Reporter everywhere else in the world if this was somebody like Gina Carano. They made a big deal about Gina Carano and that simple little statement, which is nothing compared to what Jack Black and Tenacious D just did. Again, they rock what they own. Hollywood protects their own. Oh, no, man, we can't be saying this type of stuff. We can't be asking for the studios and the concert halls or whatever, wherever Tenacious D might play. We can't ask for a full-fledged cancellation of this band and this guy. We can't do that. He's one of ours. You see, they protect their own. That's what they do. This is absolutely disgusting, man. This thing should be all over the place. Shout out again to thatparkplace.com and John F. Trent for covering it. And then we get to Mark Hamill, right? Now, we know Mark Hamill is just a full-fledged moron at this point. There's no question about it, all right? This guy is just pretty much a political pundit without any political knowledge or savvy whatsoever. He's just running his mouth. He is literally the most incompetent political commentator anywhere on the planet. And he starts off, he's trying to be, gracious, I guess, when he starts off here. There is no place for violence in politics ever. I'm grateful the former president is okay. If he stopped there, I would have applauded him. I say, all right, Mark, finally you did something right, all right? Finally, you actually just say, you know what? I don't want any violence, no political violence, that's good. But see, stupid as he is, he couldn't stop there, all right? He had to keep going because he's Mark Hamill. That said, never forget that this is the guy who promised the NRA he would do nothing on gun control and told victims of shootings to, quote unquote, just get over it.
Before going further, I want to send our support and our deepest sympathies to the victims and families touched by the terrible school shooting yesterday in Perry, Iowa. To the entire community, we love you, we pray for you, and we ask God to heal and comfort really the whole state and the pain that you have. This is something that's very unique to your state. We're really with you as much as anybody can be. It's a very terrible thing that happened. And it's just horrible to see that happening. That's just horrible. So surprising to see it here. But we have to get over it. We have to move forward. But to the relatives and to all of the people that are so devastated right now, to a point they can't breathe, they can't live, we are with you all the way. We're with you, and we love you and cherish you.
You see, the mainstream headline says, Trump told his supporters we got to get over it. He didn't say just get over it. He says we have to get over it. We have to move forward, But what they miss is what was that, like a minute worth straight of condolences. Our thoughts are with you. They just miss all of that stuff. And, they're going to focus on these little 6 words right here. It's so insensitive. He just said, get over it. No, he didn't. He said 10 times more than that. But again, Mark Hamill and the morons in the mainstream media, yeah, they just want to go out there and spit whatever they want to spit. Because again, they're all about what? Their ideology, their agenda. They'll take a moment like this to spew agenda nonsense. They do it every time. They do it every time. You know, and I could get into the whole thing about how you can ban all the weapons you want to. It wouldn't change anything that happens. Okay? It doesn't change anything. People that want to commit crime find a way to commit them. There's just nothing else to it. All right. Anyway, man, it's just, again, it's what happens when you're a Hollywood moron and you step outside of your comfort zone. Just sit there and entertain. All right. It's like in the words of LeBron, shut up and dribble. Like sometimes y'all just need to shut up and act or shut up and sing. Because ultimately, you guys are the worst people to ever talk about politics. It makes you wonder, like, why do these people even want to step into that arena? You know nothing. And you're making fools of yourselves. And again, they'll never get canceled for it. Gina Carano will, Mark Hamill, and Jack Black will not. They cool. They good. Okay? Because Hollywood is it's just absolutely a cesspool. Unbelievable. But you guys let me know what y'all think about this situation. Again, these people are disgusting and nothing will ever happen to them. And it's not like I want stuff to happen to them, but play it fair and square. If you're not going to cancel these guys, don't cancel other folks like Gina. Let them just say whatever it is that they got to say. But that's not the way Hollywood gets down. Total hypocrites. That's disgusting. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.